Hi, Brian Starzik here from West Sugarland Little League. In this video, we are going to discuss how to set your lineup inside of a game changer. So, if you are the scorekeeper, you've been given the task to score the game. How do you go about doing that? How do you set your lineup? So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to score it on any of our existing games, but if you come here and you hit the menu bar and you scroll all the way down, you have this little help right here where you can practice scorekeeping. And I would encourage you to do this just to kind of get familiar. But when it's your turn to play, the manager, all of the players will have been loaded into the system. So your team will be here, and then as a manager, you'll go in and you can set your lineup. And then that way, when the person who is going to keep score of the game, they'll have a really good starting point. But as we all know, that's the ideal world. Sometimes that doesn't happen. The iPad is kind of thrown to you, and game starting, and okay, what do we do? So let's just kind of review some of the basics here. What we have here in this game, we kind of have this team right here, which is the Wildcats. So you can see the Wildcats up here. They're up to bat. So this is the first batter. You can see the batter right here, Jackson. Here's the Wildcats, and then okay, well, who are we playing? This is the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs are in the field. And we can see here, oh, Reynolds is a shortstop, so we can see the two different teams. So to switch between the two teams, this is what you do right here. So if you're keeping score for both teams, all the players will be loaded. That will be something that I do as a player agent, and the player agents in the future, they'll get all the players for the teams loaded. Now the order may not be correct initially. So if Jackson is not your leadoff hitter to start the game, well, all you got to do is press and hold, and then you can slide him down. More realistically, if you came in here and say, oh, okay, well, actually, Hernandez is our leadoff, you'd take Hernandez, you'd take him, and then you just, move him to the top. So all of your guys are right here. You can add more players from the bench. We do have continuous lineup, so you can add extra players from the bench. And all we got to do is click on them and then hit done. And then now they're added as EH, which is just an extra hitter. So if you got 10, 11 people, you can keep adding from the bench. If for whatever reason you have a new player that hasn't been entered, well, you can come in here and you can create a new player. So to do that, all you'd have to do is click that button here, give them a jersey number 99, and then you can come in here and say, whatever, Brian, Smith. Okay, hit done on the keyboard over here. And then now you have your 99 Smith here as an extra hitter, and then you have your lineup. So that's how you can form your lineup. Now, on the flip side of it, when you look at, so that's if you're, controlling the team that's batting. And now, if you're controlling the team that's in the field, first thing that we'll see is for the divisions that are playing with four outfielders, 10 total players, we can click on menu. We can go to our settings here, and then you have the short fielder, extra fielder, and we can just go hit this one for LR for left center, right center fielder. Hit the menu options, and then now we can see here, just tap on the screen, and now we have a person here. And so the way that this will work is I say, okay, well, who's that? Who's playing right center over here? So all you got to do is click on it, and it's going to give you the option to say, okay, well, here are all their players from the other team. Who's out there. And now you can, move somebody around and say, okay, well, that guy's there. Well, if that guy's there, well, then who's playing left field, right? So who's on first? So and this is kind of how you'll move things around to basically field the team and set the team. And this is going to happen frequently because, as you guys know, with our minimum play rule, we're rotating players constantly. It's not like you're going to have the shortstop and that shortstop is going to be there the whole time. This is not select ball. This is not, middle school, high school. Players are going to be rotating constantly. So we just have to know how to move them around. And so all we got to do is click on the field. Here are all of our potential players. Oh, okay, well, let's, this guy was on the bench before. Now he's playing. Okay, great. There we go. So we can, move our players around. So that's basically how you set the field and you set your lineup. Again, you have the two teams here. You're just basically clicking and dragging here to move your lineup up and down, and then for the players, just tapping on the position. All you gotta do is say, okay, I have a new second baseman. Who's my second baseman? Okay, well, it's actually Reynolds. Okay, well, since Reynolds moved from shortstop to second, now who's playing? Now who's my shortstop? And it's gonna tell you, and you're just gonna fill them in until you have a starting lineup.